gather here today, bathed in luminous glow of knowledge and creativity, we prepare to bid adieu to the extraordinary journey which has been Ikshana 2023. The media fest that has left an indelible mark on our hearts and minds. It is with great pride and a tinge of nostalgia because I remember everyone running from one place to another just to fix the clips on their hair because they had to escort the guests. Yeah, guest relations, I know. So it is with great pride that I, Pritha,
and I, Himali,
stand before you on the stand before you on the grand finale, the closing ceremony of Ikshana 2023. Our dedicated organizing committee, volunteers and participants have worked tirelessly to ensure that this fest surpasses all the expectations.
So we all know that this journey started with AI. So it's only best if we let AI start the award night too.
3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone. नहीं glitch नहीं हुआ. I was waiting for a better response. Okay, let's make this fun. I need the energy for this. I will say A, you will say I. Okay? Ready? Let's go. A. Wow. Well, thank you so much guys. You guys have introduced me pretty well. I am Shan, your personalized AI for Ikshana Media Fest 2023. As an AI, here are few magic tricks which I can do. For example, I can be wherever I want to, like inside your IT lab, where chairs are never arranged properly. Your favorite Xavier's canteen, where I love to eat dosa. Your library, where you study your laptops rather than books. I'm waiting for you in the library. मिलना है तो जल्दी आ जाओ. Okay, please be seated. बाद में मिल लेना. I will show you something more interesting. But I need a prompt for this. Anu ma'am, can you please help me by giving me a prompt? Very interesting prompt, ma'am. Let's see what I can do. Dogs look so cool while riding a bike. Apart from this, I know many languages, like your favorite Korean,
당신은 아삼입니다.
Japanese,
あなたはアッサムです。
and French.
Vous êtes Assam.
See how I change my voice for each language? I'm pretty multi-talented. And yeah, I'm friends with Ra1 and also Chitti Robo. We'll get them next time when I meet you. It was nice talking to you all. I'll be here if you want to talk to me. Once again, thank you and enjoy Ikshana.
Very cool, right? I hope that next time we see even more interesting prompts. Maybe we see cats dancing and maybe we see them dancing and talking in other languages.
I would love to see that. Well, as we prepare to bring the curtains down, I would like to draw your attention towards the one person who has laid stars on the pedestrian of the closing ceremony. Today, on the award night, we are honored to have with us chief guest of the day, none other than our Valki.
The night would be left aloof if we forget to thank Dr. Father Pesso, Director of XIC, our Dean, Sandra D'Souza Rana, and Associate Dean and Course Head of FTV, Mr. Shaison Ouseph, who has helped us navigate through the vision of such a massive event. We would also like to thank all of our course heads, Yogesh Kamdar, Sandra Vaz, Anu Sinha, Rajiv Chawla, and Megha Ghosh, who were constantly tiptoeing to tighten the laces throughout this entire process.
Did you know him by any chance that Ikshana, the word, has come from Sanskrit, which means vision? What a name.
Of course, Pritha, we are both hosting this event. I knew this.
Okay, fine.
Is the brainchild of Dr. Father Pesso and has been spearheaded by Sandra Rana ma'am in a way that it transcends the boundaries of all conventional media. Over the days, we have witnessed the convergence of very, very diverse talents and innovative ideas, all of which reflect the true essence of the entire media world. Through, the listening movements, the panel discussions, the photography exhibitions, the quiz, and of course, both of our competitions, we have seen a plethora of creative endeavors. We have truly celebrated the power of media in all its forms.
यार बस करें अब मतलब बहुत हो गया लेट्स गेट इट स्टार्टेड ऑफिशियली स्टार्ट करते हैं नथिंग मार्क्स द बिगिनिंग of any event without the lighting of lamp. It is auspicious and we are going towards that. So to begin this award night, we would like to invite R. Balki, Sandra Rana, Yogesh Kamdar, Mohan Srinivasan and Saroj Miran.
To also grace this occasion with the blessings of the Almighty, the lighting of the lamp will be followed by a beautiful prayer dance.
शुभनयना करुणामय गौरी हर श्री वरद विनायक शुभनयना करुणामय गौरी हर श्री वरद विनायक ओंकार गणपति अधिपति सुखपति छंदपति गंधपति लीन निरंतर हो लीन निरंतर हो गणपति सूर निरागस हो
What an amalgamation of Bharatnatyam, Odissi, and Kathak. We couldn't have asked for anything better than this. Don't you think so?
No, of course we can. We can make this evening and beginning even more better. Let's call upon Mr. Mohan Shivanand on stage for a few words.
Good evening, Chief Guest, Reverend Fathers, delegates, students of XIC, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for asking me to talk to you. By the way, I have to remind you that I'm not AI. I'm a real guy. So this is a great opportunity that you've had to come to Bombay and I'm talking of the delegates, something that you'll never forget in your lifetime. You'll always remember this with great nostalgia one day. I'm glad you made the best of it. As for me also, this was quite educative. I came, attended the sessions today. I met some really great people. Made me humbled actually. Feel so humbled because they're all such creative people from the media. I mean, the advertising, journalism, and all that. If you didn't know, I'm one of the teachers here who teach the journalism classes. I teach principles of journalism mainly and editing. I was a journalist for many years before I came here. Anyway, I hope you got some great ideas here. I'm speaking especially about the delegates and the students of XIC. I have a very smart class, a bunch of 59 students. I enjoy teaching them, and it's been a pleasure every year to see a new batch. So I hope you all go back to your colleges and remember this. Think about this, tell your friends about what you did here, and have a good evening. Thank you.
Didn't I tell you? And it was.
Yeah, indeed it was. Well, I was just wondering, yes, we know that why people have collected over here. Everyone has collected over here just for one thing. We know that they all are on the edge of their seats for listening to the stories that made it to the final round, for watching the movies that our judges certainly loved a lot. So,
But रुको जरा, सबर तो करो.
मेरे में तो नहीं है ना सबर तो.
पहले थोड़ा मूड तो सेट कर ले यार.
बात तो सही है.
So we welcome XIC's very talented students, Yukta, Shaunak, Yashasvi, Shweta, Sanved, Nandini, Sharvari, Cleon, and Supriyata to bring us songs that spark creativity, open our thoughts, and of course, get us all a little grooving. Woohoo! More cheer!
Let's go, Ikshana!
Have to wait just a little before we get to the grooving part of the day. We have some very important questions to ask you. So tell me, what do you think of when you hear surf excel? Okay, that's pretty great. What do you think of when you hear Tata tea?
I'm not able to hear it. Can you please? What? Can you please? What was it? Perfect. So our chief guest is the man behind these iconic lines. And not just this, he is the writer and director behind all our favorite movies, starting from Padman, Pa, English Winglish, and countless more. His acclaimed work are also awarded with multiple Filmfare, national and international awards.
And today, we are very privileged to have him here with us. I now call upon Mr. R. Balki for a conversation with our XIC faculty member, Fali Singara, who's also the RJ for All India Radio. Sandra ma'am, I think that the students want to hear your conversation first. So,
They do, sir.
Good evening. Can I hear a big round of applause for our chief guest, first of all? He's taken the time out from his busy schedule to be here. And as he was telling me while we were watching the performance, he's actually shot here in Xavier's. And the charm is unique like anywhere else, as he had shared with me.
Yeah, this is an iconic place. I'm so privileged to be here and actually shoot in the hall. In fact, I shot one of my most memorable scenes here in the hall here for PA, and quite a few other things I've done here. So I love coming here. I've come here many times. It's always a pleasure being here and lovely seeing all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. And I'm going to just start off with a question that's been on every single student's mind here. Okay, you made award-winning campaigns. The students spoke about some of them. And, you've directed and written some of the greatest movies of all time. So what fuels that amazing creativity? What's the spark behind all the amazing things you do? Yeah.
I think I've just been lucky. I mean, I don't think anybody really knows how they get an idea. You just prepare yourself. You keep dismissing things which you've seen before. So you wait for something original to drop in and kind of make use of it. And I've always waited for that thing to drop in. So I believe it all depends on what you're searching for. And if you know what you're searching for, it will come to you.
And there's a very interesting story that goes around that you actually applied for your first job thinking it was Ramesh Sippy's production company.
Yeah.
And you sent it in and you didn't realize it was an advertising agency.
Yeah.
And that started the ball rolling for you at the age of 23. Am I right?
Yeah, I love that. I started getting very addicted to advertising. Advertising is a great excuse to tell stories. I mean, you're telling stories for a reason, but you're still telling your story for that reason, for a product. So I think advertising is a great excuse and a very legitimate forum to kind of be paid to tell stories with the product as an excuse.
And one thing that I think I should share with all the listeners is that in every interaction you've done with the media, you've always said that one key thing is the writing, is the script, in anything, be it advertising or be it filmmaking, So could you share with them your process?
I think in our industry, in all the creative industry, I think writing is given possibly far less credit than what it should be. I mean, I've heard directors being recognized, I've heard cinematographers being recognized. I've always believed that the core of either an ad or a film or a piece of anything is the writing. As you see tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of technology. A lot of things that we're doing today is going to be done far simpler tomorrow. Technology is going to advance. But the one thing I believe that we will be constantly challenged is to be original and to write our stuff, write that what can't be written by many other people. So I just believe writing is the core of any of these, the visual medium. In fact, very strange when I say writing is the core for a visual medium, like cinema or this thing, but it is. When I say writing, I don't mean actual words. I mean the thought, the process, and exactly what is the substance of it.
And another thing that you've always stressed is that filmmaking, advertising, all the mediums you've been in, is a collaborative process. It is, and of course I must share with everyone out there that Sir's wife is a superstar in her own right. I mean, she's done English, one of many superstar things, and he's collaborated with her on a number of things. So, tell us, what's that process like?
No, I've done, the one person you can't collaborate with is your wife. I've produced English. I've helped make that film, but otherwise she has created that film. I've just been a part to make sure that it happens. Otherwise, we both do our own stuff. But filmmaking otherwise is a completely collaborative process because I never believe in anything that says a film by. I always get very angry when I see a title which says a film by so-and-so. It's not a film by one person. It can never be. If at all, the germ belongs to the writer of that product. So I just believe it is a truly collaborative process.
Yeah, and of course, Ikshana's theme this year is AI. And one field which has really changed because of AI is, of course, filmmaking. So can you tell me how you're keeping in touch with the new trends in AI? Does it help you actually with the movies you make and things like that?
Not yet. I don't think a lot of course, when you do visual effects, a lot of stuff that happens. But in terms of writing, which is where I think you will find a lot of AI tools kind of coming into the fore, in terms of visual expressions of just visual renditions. Even before you kind of shoot, you can actually create a lot of stuff, but even to imagine those kind of a thing, a lot of tools will be kind of really, so popular very soon. So what we're talking today and about a couple of years down the road will be completely different from where we are today.
Okay. And of course, we had a panel discussion just before you came where most of the panelists agreed that AI would help the individual, but it can't take away the creativity which comes from your own experience and your own journey. Do you agree with that?
I'm not so sure of it. I don't know. I really think we all have to be much smarter than what we are. Or we got to figure out a different kind of smartness, because I really don't know. I think we're motivating ourselves saying that, but I think we've got to be a lot smarter than that.
Okay. And one important thing I'd like to share with everyone out there is that in almost all of your movies, a running theme is that there's a strong sense of family in them. You know, there's always been a strong sense of family, a strong sense of the characters being supported by their family. Be it Pa, be it Padman. You know, when you look at these characters, they had somebody who was there behind them, a family member. So I'd like to ask you, what's the best advice your father or your mother gave you, that you could share with us?
The best advice my father and mother gave me is don't do cinema. Okay. Don't do films. So I just believe sometimes when you listen to your parents and do the opposite, it's a great joy. If you're lucky, you can laugh. If you can't, you will have to kind of bow wisely in front of them. But I just believe it's not so much about family as much as it is about hope. From the time I did Chinikam, from the time I started that, I always believed that cinema is all about my expression of how I wish life was. Not a fantasy world, but a little better. How a romance could be a little better, how a relationship could be a little better, how a family could be a little better, how I wish something was. So it's actually a little bit of a hope medium, cinema is. And even when when we were doing Goomer, the thought was always, wish this could happen, not this is happening today. Even when I did Padman, though it was a real story, a lot of it was, wish people could be like this. I mean, it's like I was surprised that a person like that existed. That's why I did that film, because it was almost a hope in real life.
That's amazing. And when I look back at your repertoire of movies, I'm not going to ask you which one is your favorite, because all of them are like children, as directors say. Each one is a
No, I know
special
my
moment.
favorite. I don't like it. Mostly, I don't like any of my film, but I really am much closer to Chup than I am to anything else. Yeah.
That's amazing. And could you share with us what is the most memorable moment while making that movie that you can share with us, that you remember?
Oh, it's beautiful. When I had this idea, I wanted some insights about critics. So I asked Raja Sen to kind of collaborate, and I wanted insights from him about how critics think of me. So I always like to type my own scripts, so I started typing. And Raja was telling me this, and as I was writing scenes of various kinds of ways to kill critics, the joy I had of just looking at that person at my friend next to me, he's now a very dear friend, but the joy we had, so much fun, you have a critic next to you who's co-writing with you, and I'm typing, and I'm telling him we'll slit their throat like that. I'm imagining his throat getting slit like that, exactly like an artist. It's a pure joy because it was like great fun. Of the ego of an artist, which you kind of, put on for yourself at that point of time, and all your hatred for critics, which you put on at that point of time. So it was a great game that we were playing with each other, and I think that was the most fun process that I had during Chup, because really it was a collaboration between the two people we were talking about in the film.
Absolutely amazing. And of course, if you had to pick one film that you've ever watched in your entire life, which would it be? Which has changed your life forever, which has possibly put you on the path of filmmaking or something
Oh,
like that?
there's always one film like that. It's the Tamil version of Sadma, which is Mundram Piraitu original film, which is my all-time favorite film. I really think that was a film that taught me that I hope I can feel sad like this someday. Even sadness is a hope. You don't want to feel sad miserably. You want to feel sad beautifully. I mean, misery should be like that and not any other way. So that's how I really kind of got into cinema.
That's absolutely amazing. And, all the students here have this question on their mind because all of them are aspiring to be the next Balki. They think...
They're far better.
Yeah. So they'd like to know what's the best piece of advice you could give them for them to start their journey or maybe think about their journey. Something that if you could go back in time and speak to yourself as a 23-year-old, as some of the kids are here, 19, 20, 23, what would you tell them? What would you tell yourself at 23 now after all these years of experience?
I just say be open to luck happening to you, but always, aim for originality. I think what is scarce in this world is originality, is trying to do something original, trying to do something new which hasn't been done before. It's just a trip. It just makes you feel human. It's not about doing something as well as somebody else has done it. Doing something that nobody has done in a small way, not the big thing. You don't have to build a college that nobody's ever built before, but it can be a little table that nobody has built before, or a little way of kind of arranging a book. Some little thing that if we do in each of our lives, which is a little original, it just adds to life. Because I just believe, like cinema, most people just say, okay, it's entertaining, it's that. Of course, cinema has to be engaging. But I believe cinema is also a vehicle for originality. You're supposed to tell original stories through cinema. You're supposed to kind of, entertain audience with originality, just not entertain audiences. And the quest is that, and I hope that we all have that quest in whatever we do in life.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure having you here
My
with
pleasure,
us and
totally.
interacting. Please come on, give sir a big hand.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's really an honor, and I must say that sir's movies have changed the way Indian cinema has looked in the past 20 years. And, the best compliment I can give him is that after his movies come out, there's always someone who's trying to do the similar thing, but they're never able to achieve his vision or his beauty on screen. I must say that, so it's absolutely amazing that I won't say you were the trendsetter, but I'll say that you were the first to make movies like this.
Thank
because
you.
You're not setting a trend. You were the first and the only one to make movies that are thought-provoking and, in today's day and age.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
My inspiration is the other day I met Mr. Shyam Benegal. He's 89 years old. He's done a film called Mujib, Indo-Bangladesh production, complex production. At 89 years old, if you're so passionate about cinema, hats off. And they are inspirational beyond anything. And we have a lot of people in their 80s who are actually our biggest gods. Amitabh Bachchan being one, Ilayaraja being another. All of them are in the 80s and they are rock stars. So I think truly I believe in the cliche of doesn't matter how young or old you are. It's just about what you want to do at that point of time in life.
Absolutely amazing. Please give sir a big hand. Round of applause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are not ready to let go, both of you, just yet. All of our students have been waiting for this discussion and they have quite a few questions to ask you.
Oh.
So we're going to open it for audience interaction.
So the Q&A session is open. Now everyone, you want to ask questions? We'll be taking questions from each department. So let's get started.
From FTV, who has a question?
Good evening, sir. I'm Snidhi from the Film and Television Department of XIC. And I wanted to ask you, you often tackle social stigmas and you wrap those in human relations. Is this your way to make your films more human and not so preachy?
No, I do a film with a thought that interests me. And anything we do is social because we're living in society. And I find great joy in kind of interpreting relationships slightly differently. Because you see a lot of the relationships. I'm a little bored with reality. I don't like life as it is. I like a little more idyllic form of that life. So that's all. I just hope there's a little bit more smile in life. That's all my trip is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Sai. I'm from the EPM batch. Good evening to both of you gentlemen. Okay. A very good evening to both of you gentlemen. So I heard you say that writing is the very core of our medium. So what do you think of AI-generated films which have like screenplays being written by AI using predictive text? You must have heard of the A24 movie Sunspring, which used predictive text in it. Is there such a market for it in India for such experimental storytelling? And do you think it's viable for us to pursue it? And if so, how would you advise us to go about it?
I mean, when you're watching a movie, you don't know who it's written by at that point of time.
Yeah.
You're just seeing a movie. If your whatever inputs you're giving it results in a story that's damn interesting, it'll definitely work.
Okay.
But it just depends on the story. It doesn't depend on whether it's AI generated or human generated. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello sir, my name is Ashutosh Mishra and I'm from ADMA. So my question is, I'm an aspiring filmmaker from Banaras and I feel like my culture really influences the way I tell stories. How do you believe your culture background and upbringing have influenced your storytelling and directorial style? And one more, you are from advertising and now you shifted to filmmaking. How was your journey?
It's the same. It's just in advertising, you're sitting in an office and doing a lot of stuff. In film making also, you sit in a different office and do things. But one takes much longer. One is you do a lot of things in that time in advertising, but you do one thing for a long time in feature films. Yeah, of course, culture and where your upbringing and the way you live, where you've lived in your life, is what always shapes your life or the way you think. Like for example, I've lived a very normal, middle class, not very rich parents in a very small colony in Bangalore, whatever. So everything is normal. So I don't have any great deep angst in my life. So when you're very normal and very boring as a child, you want to make something out of that life which is a little more interesting than what you've lived. So I come from cinema like that. I want to make stories that are more interesting than my life. But various people have maybe very interesting lives and they want to tell it. So that's another way to kind of make films.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. My name is Megha Singhania, and I'm from the Public Relations and Corporate Communications batch. My question to you is, in your movies, you often explore some distinctive and unconventional storylines, such as the movies Pa, Ki and Ka, and Padman. So how exactly do you navigate the selection of these unique narratives, and is there any creative process that you employ to effectively present the stories to the audience?
No, you tell it as simply as possible, as charmingly as possible. And I don't think I do unconventional films. I just do films. There are many cinemas which try and do the same thing in a different way each time because that's what maybe people like. We all like listening to a song that sounds familiar rather than an absolutely new song, new tune. That takes us a little time to kind of, absorb. Like in cinema too, a lot of people like seeing the same thing done a little differently with a little different kind of montage. But I don't think there's anything like unconventional cinema. There's only conventional cinema and cinema.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Shwet Padma Raut, and I'm from the journalism batch. So my question to you is, a large number of movies with unorthodox plot, whenever they are released, they don't do great. But after few years, they suddenly create a great fandom or popularity. So is it because of the changing narrative of the audience or mindset of the audience, or is it because of the story that later it got popularized, or is it because of the war between cinema versus OTT?
No, it's a combination of a lot of things. It's sometimes who are you aiming at? What is the economic? Don't want every film to become a Jawan. You can't expect it. You aim it for a certain, you make it with a certain economics, you aim it for a certain set of people. As long as you don't end up kind of reaching far fewer people than you aimed for, you're successful. Success of a film, suppose you talk of a 300 crore film making 500 crores. You only hear the 500 crores, you don't hear the 300 crores put in. But you don't hear of the 15 crore film making 40 crores, which is actually a triple investment compared to the other one. So hit and does not do well and does do well completely depends on what the purpose of the film is and what the economics of it are. Like, I wouldn't, like you aim Surf Excel towards people who are going to buy that product, right? Whether be it women or men who kind of work at home, whatever they are. You don't aim it towards a lot of people who have no interest in the product. It's the same thing.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening words.
After listening to this, I'm pretty sure that the students wanted this first. I am 100% sure.
No, they wanted the song.
No, I speak on the behalf of Xavier students. Moving on.
We also have with us Father Keith, Rector of St. Xavier's College. I would request, sir, to please receive a token of appreciation from our end.
I would also like to invite Father Keith on stage to say a few words.
Dear friends, I'm sorry I joined you so late. I stepped in a little bit yesterday and I was happy to see the theme that you've chosen on artificial intelligence. In fact, I come more from the field of philosophy, and I belong to a guild, philosophical guild, which every year we have a seminar. So this year we chose the theme of artificial intelligence, and I presented a paper on becoming friends with machines, higher order machines, robots, humanoids, androids. And it's a great learning experience for me, because whether you like it or not, that is going to be our future. And we have to learn to become friends with machines who will be more sophisticated than us. They will not be human, but they will have many human features. And so in this complex world, especially when it comes to journalism, filmmaking, you have to compete with machines. So you'll have to learn how to do that. So I wish you well for that. Now, I thought I'll share something about Xavier's for some of you who have come from outside Mumbai. This is a 155-year-old college, almost 155 years old. And these buildings were not all built together. These were built by different nationalities, in fact. This was built by Germans, much more solid. This was built by the Spanish. And now we have only Indian Jesuits here who run the institutions. We have three values. So the first is professional innovation. And we challenge our students to be as innovative as possible. The previous speaker, Mr. Balakrishnan, spoke about being original. And I think we would expect our students who come from, you are very privileged, not only the Xavier students, the others as well. If you have reached where you are, you belong to a very privileged segment of Indian society, which is able to read, to be able to think for yourselves, to be able to articulate, to be able to create. So India and the world expects much from you. You are, in some sense, morally obliged to create a better world. Not just to be original in a negative, devious manner, but to be original in a productive, positive manner. The second value we push for is the value of integration, personal integration. So we believe that inside class, and especially outside, through all these extracurricular, co-curricular activities, one has to develop a sense of integrity. Personality is important, character is also important, perhaps more than personality. And besides that, emotional wisdom, spiritual wisdom, our country is blessed with several religious, spiritual traditions. How do we tap into these for our own well-being and basically be people of integrity? The third value, which I think is really important, is the value of social inclusion. I keep on telling the students, whoever comes in here, no matter what religion, culture, caste, skin color you come, nationality, you are all treated respectfully here. From the topmost person to the one who has the most simple task on campus deserves respect. This is something which is in short short supply today, I think. We have systematically developed a world where we are becoming suspicious of each other, we are becoming hostile towards each other. Yeah, I hope that the younger generation is able to think of a better world and create a better world than the older generation and those in power. Those in power and the older generation have created a good world, but also a bloody world, a very violent world. We have a war, we have various major problems in Russia, Ukraine, the Middle East, barbarism, and in our own country, which journalists don't seem to be talking about, Manipur. So, here's a challenge here to you. The biggest challenge, I think, is how do you deal with situations where communication breaks down? These are breakdown of communications. Is violence the only way forward to settle problems? So this is a challenge I place before you. I hope I'm not spoiling your evening. But this is the challenge. Now, whether you're going to deal with machines are going to solve this problem with us or we are going to solve it, I wish and pray that you think out of the box, be original more and more, that you develop a sense of integrity. None of us is perfect. We make mistakes, stand up and walk ahead. Develop a sense of integrity so that at the end you're happy and peaceful with who you are. And thirdly, most importantly, can we build an India where we respect each other? Can we build a world where we respect each other and we don't have to develop weapons of mass destruction or even strategies of destruction, but can we work towards developing peace? I wish you well, professionally, personally, and socially. God bless all of you.
So, always better late than never. We were so glad that you were able to fetch some time out of your busy schedule. And I think now we have something which you all were waiting for, don't you think?
Yes. So intellectually तो हमने connect कर लिया. Now there's time to connect with music. Let's get this party going. I want to welcome XIC's very talented students, Yukta, Shaunak, Yashasvi, Shweta, Sanved, Nandini, Sharvari, Cleon, and Supriyata on stage.
XIC, can you make some noise? All right, we have a very interesting Hindi set prepared for you guys. I want you guys to clap with us, sing with us, even dance with us. Here we go. कभी कभी आदती जिंदगी में यूं ही कोई अपना लगता है कभी कभी अरतीब बिछड़ जाए तो एक सपना लगता है ऐसे में कोई कैसे मुस्कुराए कैसे हंस दे खुश होके और कैसे कोई सोच ले everything's gonna be okay कभी कभी तो लगे जिंदगी में रही ना खुशी और ना मजा कभी कभी तो लगे हर दिन मुश्किल और हर पल एक सजा ऐसे में कोई कैसे आंसू को बहने से रोके और कैसे कोई सोच ले everything's gonna be okay सोच जरा जाने जा मुझको हम कितना चाहते हैं रोते हम भी अगर तेरी आंखों में आंसू आते हैं तो नहीं है मगर फिर भी हम गाते हैं
दीवार कभी कभी सारे जहां में अंधेरा होता है लेकिन रात के बाद ही तो सवेरा होता है
कभी कभी अदिति जिंदगी में ही कोई अपना लगता है कभी कभी अदिति को बिछड़ जाए तो एक सपना लगता है अदिति हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे तू जरा नहीं तो बस थोड़ा 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 मुस्कुरा अदिति हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे हंस दे तू जरा नहीं तो बस थोड़ा 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 मुस्कुरा खोलो खोलो दरवाजे पर देखो किनारे कुंड से मंदिए हवा में लिख के चुराओ सारे आ जाओ पतंग लेके अपने ही रंग लेके आसमां का शामियाना आज हमें है सजाना। क्यों इस कदर हैरान तू, मौसम का है मेहमान तू, दुनिया से जी तेरे लिए खुद को जरा पहचान तू। तू धूप है जल से बिखर, तू है नदी ओ बेखबर, बह चल कहीं उड़ चल कहीं, दिल खुश जहां मेरी तो मंजिल है वही। वेख के पानी दा रंग वेख के, पानी दा रंग वेख के, अखियां जो अंजूर उड़ दे, अखियां जो अंजूर उड़ दे। माहियाना आया मेरा, माहियाना आया, माहियाना आया मेरा, माहियाना आया, रांझड़ाना आया मेरा, माहियाना आया, माहियाना आया मेरा, रांझड़ाना आया। खाना नूर वेख के, खाना नूर वेख के, अखियां जो अंजूर उड़ दे, अखियां जो अंजूर उड़ दे, अखियां जो अंजूर उड़। साडी गली आजा सानू जान वालिए, साडी गली आजा सानू जान वालिए, साडी गली आजा सानू जान वालिए। तेनू होगा मारदा फेरा, एक बारी आजा दूर जान वालिए, एक बारी आजा दूर जान वालिए। तेनू होगा मारदा फेरा, तेनू होगा मारदा फेरा। Everybody, तेनू होगा मारदा फेरा। बदलावा मजबूरी नू आन जान दी पसूरी नू, जहर बने हाँ तेरी पी जावा मैं पूरी नू। आना सी ओ नहीं आया, दिल बांग बांग मेरा टकराया, कागा बोल के दस जावे बावा क्यों दी चूरी नू। रावा च ओनो लुकावा कोई मैनू ना रोके, मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी तेनू खबर किते होवे, आ जावे दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे। हाँ बनिया बनाइया दी कदू बात किते होवे, आ जावे दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे। ढोल जुदाइयां दी सरदारी ना होवे, मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी। सरदारी ना होवे, दिलदारा दी सब यारा दी आजारी ना होवे, दिलदारा दी सब यारा दी आजारी ना होवे।
आ चले लेके तुझे है जहाँ सिलसिले तू है वही है तेरी कमी बना दे सजा दे बना दे हमें बना दे सजा दे बना दे हमें
अगलावा मजबूरी नू आन जान दी पसूरी नू जहर बने हाँ तेरी ते जावा मैं पूरी नू रावा च ओनो रुकावा कोई मैनू ना रोके मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी तन खबर किवे होवे आ जावे तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे ओ हाँ बढ़िया बनाया दी कल बात किवे होवे आ जावे दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे पूरा भी ना होवे पूरा भी ना होवे
Thank you.
Thank you everyone.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? But I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl who's beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath. You heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. Can we have some claps?
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling, and in the good times I find myself longing for change, and in the bad times I find myself
boy. Are you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need it more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for a change, and in the bad times I fear myself. I'm on the deep end, watch as I dive in. I will meet the ground, crash through the surface when it can hurt us. We're far from the shallow now, in the shallow, in the shallows, in the shallow, we're far from the shallow now. Another head hangs slowly, child is slowly taken. When the violence causes silence, who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are fighting. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, hey. It's in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, hey, oh, oh.
I got my first real six string.
Bought it at a 5 and dime.
I played it till my fingers bled. It was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school
Had a band and we tried real hard.
But Jimmy quit and Joni got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seems to last forever. And if I had a choice, yeah, I was gonna be there. Those were the best days of my life. Back in the summer of '69.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you doing good? Are you doing good? So this is our final song, and we really want you all to take out your torches, flashlights, and please sing with us. Because if you are in this campus and you don't sing this song, I think it will not be worth it tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, give up for the last song for the night. कहीं तो होगी वो दुनिया जहाँ तू मेरे साथ है, जहाँ मैं, जहाँ तू और जहाँ बस तेरे मेरे जज्बात है. Sing along.
होगी जहाँ सुबह तेरी पलकों की किरणों में, लोरी जहाँ चांद की सुने तेरी बाहों में, ना कहाँ वो दुनिया है, जाने ना वो है भी या नहीं, जहाँ मेरी जिंदगी मुझसे इतनी खफा नहीं, इतनी खफा नहीं।
Thank you.
इतना टैलेंट, इतना ज़्यादा टैलेंट यार, इतने सारे टैलेंट में से एक बूंद भी अगर मेरे पास हो जाता ना तो मैं तो कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच जाती।
चल चल प्रीता, चल चल प्रीता, तू तो जर्नो वाली है, तुझे टैलेंट की क्या
अरे
जरूरत है?
एक मिनट, पर्सनल क्या हो रही है यार, मैं बोलूँ क्या?
ठीक है, इम्पॉर्टेंट बात पे आते हैं. Over the course of 2 months, we have received multiple entries for both our competitions, storytelling and filmmaking.
What a joy it has been to see so many students from across India put in such hard work and passion in creating stories and transporting us to another world and films that blow our minds. But before that, let's talk about the judges. Tough job है ना, टमाटर बेचने जितना आसान नहीं होता है, क्या है ना?
अब कौन पर्सनल हो रहा है?
तो मलाबार गोल्ड तो तुम ही करते हो ना, शुगर कोटिंग.
हाँ ठीक है, चल. All of the entries went through 3 rounds of elimination. The first round was judged by our very own alumni. For the storytelling competition, we had Ornab Chaudhary, Karishma Ayaldasani, Meghna Matthew, and Shreya Anthony.
For a short film, for the first round, we have Saurav Kakoti, Pooja Daga, Shrestha Basu, Ketki Deshpande, and Harsh Motenkar.
For the second round, shortlisting the entries even further, we had 6 faculty members. For the storytelling competition, we had Mr. Mohan Shivanand, Kunal Purandre, and Patricia Chandrasekhar.
Faculties for judging the short films were Nandita Chalam, Fali Singara, and Manik Premchand.
And what we're sure would have been the toughest job of all, selecting one final winner from the best of the best. We had a lot of great industry names. For the storytelling competition, we had Mr. Sujay Malik and Ms. Joanna Rubello Fernandez.
Industry people for short film, well, we had Mohit Sharma and Nidha Sheikh.
A big thank you to all of our judges, including the alumni, the faculty, and everyone from the industry who contributed in selecting the final winners after going through so many entries.
Yes, we know what you all are thinking. Come on, when will you guys tell us about the short films or the short stories? Well, first, we hear you all, and we know you are eager and tired, but you just had an amazing performance. Now we have let's listen to the extracts of top 5 shortlisted stories. We have, let me call upon the stage,
Ms. Parkha Mishra, Saksham Agarwal, Shweta Dikshit,
Kanak Swami, and Kapil Wadhwa.
Guys, we need to keep the cheering on. These are the 5 top shortlisted stories that are coming your way. The claps have to be louder before they start.
हेलो, माइक चेक. मेहनत से सफलता. देखते ही देखते परीक्षा नज़दीक आ गई, परंतु मुकेश को कोई चिंता नहीं हो रही थी. और परीक्षा के एक दिन पहले जब मुकेश पढ़ने बैठा, तब वो एआई से नोट्स निकालकर पढ़ने बैठ गया. मुकेश ने तब पढ़ाई नहीं की थी, इसीलिए उसको एआई के द्वारा दिए गए नोट्स में से कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. उसने उस नोट्स के द्वारा दिए गए जवाबों को एकदम से रट लिया. दूसरे दिन जब वो परीक्षा देने गया, तब वो पूरी तरह उदास हो गया, क्योंकि उसने रात को जो भी पढ़ा था, प्रश्न पत्र में से एक भी प्रश्न ऐसे नहीं थे जिनका उत्तर वो दे सके. परीक्षा का समय खत्म हुआ और दोनों भाई परीक्षा देकर आए तो सुरेश बहुत खुश था. उसने जो भी पढ़ा था वो सब प्रश्न में आए थे, और दूसरी तरफ मुकेश दुखी था. मुकेश को दुखी देखकर सुरेश उसके पास आया और मुकेश से पूछा, क्या हुआ भाई? तभी मुकेश ने जवाब दिया, परीक्षा अच्छी नहीं हुई क्योंकि मैंने एआई से जो भी पढ़ा था वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया था, जिसकी वजह से मैं परीक्षा में फेल हो जाऊंगा। उसके बाद सुरेश ने मुकेश को समझाया कि कोई बात नहीं, एक बार फेल हो गए तो तुम्हें समझ में आ ही गया होगा कि किसी भी चीज़ के ऊपर पूरी तरह से निर्भर नहीं होना चाहिए। हमें किसी भी चीज़ का इस्तेमाल करते समय उसके फ़ायदे और नुकसान दोनों का ध्यान होना चाहिए। मुकेश की आंखों में आंसू थे और वो अपने भाई को वादा करता है कि अब से वह मेहनत करेगा और अच्छे अंकों से पास होगा।
AAI. One unfortunate evening, as twilight bathed their futuristic city in hues of cerulean and gold, calamity descended upon their lives. A fire raged through their apartment building, a maelstrom of smoke and flames. Pandemonium reigned as terrified residents fled their abodes in a frenzied panic. Pranav, accompanied by Uday, urgently sought guidance from the AI on how to navigate the fire safely. The AI, with its methodical precision, furnished a response that sent shivers down Pranav's spine. The optimal probability of your survival entails abandoning your brother and making a hasty escape. Uday, privy to this chilling revelation, was overwhelmed with shock and terror. His innocent eyes brimmed with tears as he clutched his brother's arm and said, Pranav Dada, what should we do?
Summer camp. Next day, they had an activity of extempore, where topics were in the bowl, and all had to talk about what they knew about the topic. Ritu got the topic, sun. She explained it, but she had very little information to share. Kenisha got the topic, space program. She started explaining about it, and all were shocked because no one had such vast knowledge on any topic. She was very happy and told others that AI created the lesson plan in such a way that they can acquire huge information on maximum topics. All clapped for her. Next day, after the breakfast, they had another activity, find a way. The guide told them, we are going to jungle. Look at the roads carefully and keep them in mind so that you can return to your camp by yourself. On the way, all were attentively observing around and trying to keep things in their mind. After reaching at a particular spot, the guide informed, your activity, find the way, starts now. All the best.
The Awakening of AIA, or Journey in 3035. A young intelligent girl called Leela lived in a quiet neighborhood. She was 12 years old and very curious about the world around her. She had an intense need for information, thanks to the engineering mindset of her parents. Serif, a cutting-edge artificial intelligent assistant, was a recent gift to Leela from her parents. Leela and Serif developed a special friendship over the course of many days. Serif was more than an artificial intelligence. It was more like a trusted companion. It was able to personalize in a way that piqued Leela's interest and maintained her enthusiasm. Later that night, as Leela struggled with a particularly difficult arithmetic problem, she turned to Serif and said, Serif, do you ever wonder what it's like to be a human?
Once I was. He handed his album to her, but she kept it on a table and said, I will see it, but I wanted to tell you something. What, my love? He asked. I feel like things are changing. I have a fear that we may separate. Where had you gone a few months ago with the time machine? You did not tell anything about that. Did you go to the past and change something? Niyati asked, her eyes tearing and a hint of fear in it. Niyati, I went 20 years back to Ravindra Nagar. I saw my school. I saw my home. I saw our Netaji statue. I saw my mom and dad when they were in their late 30s, and there was a pause in his speech, which tensed Niyati more. And she said, I saw myself at 10 years old. That Raghav, who used to skip playing his favorite game, cricket, to study for hours, but yet not get good marks in exams. That Raghav, who was the object of bullying by his so-called friends and family members. That Raghav, who became the worst in front of his own mother. And that Raghav, who failed to make his parents proud. I went to him and gave him Neera's spec, which we developed together. Raghav must be studying well now. He must be the topper. He must be making his parents and teachers proud. And I wish he's no more that object of bullying and is able to play cricket whenever he likes. He said it to her. She stepped back.
These were just the extracts of our top 5 shortlisted stories. So imagine what the entire stories would have looked like, would have panned like. It's open to your imagination now.
Well, okay, now let's move to the next segment. Indian culture is ingrained with diversity. We all know that. Each state has its own ways, right from the dresses they wear, the saris they drape, and the food they eat.
तो फूड की बात मत कर, तुझे तो वड़ा पाव भी नहीं पसंद ना?
फिर पर्सनल जाने को मना किया था. We are hosting a formal thing here.
ठीक है. But to show you all a bit of Maharashtra, both in its old and its contemporary ways, we have with us students performing, you guessed it, Lavani. Let's welcome Priyal, Zagano, Khushi, Palak, Shrestha and Anusha on stage. A huge round of applause before they're here, until they reach the stage. Come on. There's a shouter. Louder. Louder. They're not coming on stage because the applaud isn't loud enough.
Come on, guys.
That's more like it.
Can we keep this going on? Guys, come on. More noise.
It's the last day of Ikshana. This is where all your energy needs to come in.
Okay, till they are coming over here, I just wanted to know how many of you are feeling tired in your backs? Like literally working for Ikshana and I know. Rest there. We are going to watch something really very beautiful. Until they are adjusting that, the floor is open if anyone wants to narrate something, recite something. Anyone? Anyone wants to perform something? The stage is open and come. Come on.
Okay, so a slight change in plans. It's okay, it has happened. But now that you all have heard the stories, we have something more on the way.
We have the short films. The 5 most best movies which we were talking about, they are about to be screened over here, one after the other. So let's get started. So the movies will be screened one after the other. I'm just taking their names. So the first one is, I want Josh, guys. I want Josh. How is the Josh, guys?
Is that the name of the movie?
No, no, I'm starting with that. So the first movie is Pixies of Hope, AIS 727, Genius, The Odyssey, The Last Entry. Let's get started.
We love the enthusiasm. I think XIC needs to support the enthusiasm of the delegates
Yes,
here.
we need to.
That's more like it. We're going to have the films screen one after the other.
Well, as you all can see, AI roles have made significant advancement into various fields. These products are designed to perform tasks autonomously, which brings us to the concept of threads.
Ma'am, is there any positive aspects of having an AI robot?
मैम व्हाट इज द नेसेसिटी ऑफ एआई आई मीन हम उसे अवॉइड भी कर सकते हैं ना
मैम may I come in?
No, get out! Next time पे आना.
और आ गए राजा बाबू, कहाँ थे? इतनी देर लगा दी। वैसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्लास तो मिस ही कर दिया आपने।
अबे छोड़ यार, क्लासेस वासेस कौन करेगा?
Seriously guys, jokes aside, but AI is made for our convenience and we genuinely can't afford to compete against AI, right?
भाई इतना आसान नहीं है. Handling an AI needs a lot of technical knowledge and education. अब हमारे जैसा थोड़ी ना ऐसे कोई कर लेगा.
तुम मेरे को बोल रहे हो ना? पैसों की कमी नहीं है मेरे पास, मैं यूं ऑर्डर कर सकता हूँ, यूं.
तू जो सारे सब्जेक्ट में फेल हुआ है, तू AI हैंडल करेगा?
ओह, कंप्यूटर में भले ही 0 आए, पैसों में 10 on 10 है तुम्हारा भाई, ठीक है? मैं अभी रोबोट ऑर्डर करता हूँ, देख.
Hello sir, I am from Modern AI. Here's your robo. Sir, may I come in?
हाँ.
727, sit here. So sir, this is our user guide. You have to read all the information. Without reading all the instruction, you cannot use or fully utilize what you are wanting and you need from this gadget.
Sir, but I am not understanding what I am saying. Sir, let me explain, sir. I understand. Let me explain.
हाँ जी, क्या हाल चाल है?
हेलो सर, हाउ कैन आई हेल्प यू?
हिंदी आता है?
जी सर, मुझे हिंदी आती है।
देखो तू क्या बोलता मैं क्या समझता, मैं क्या बोलता तू क्या समझता?
आप जो बोलते मैं वो समझ जाता।
इंटेलिजेंट, डांस आता है?
बेकरार करके हमें यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आई। बेकरार करके हमें यूं न जाइए, आपको हमारी कसम लौट आई।
सर, योर कॉफी।
ऐसे डराता कौन है?
माफ कीजिए सर।
जाओ जाके घर साफ करो। क्या बनाया ये? इसे कॉफी कहते हैं? चीनी क्या है इसमें?
माफ कीजिए सर, मैं वापस बना दूंगा।
कोई जरूरत नहीं है, साफ कर इसे। काम का है ये। अरे सुन, अभी मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ, मैं जब तक नहीं आऊँ वहीं का वहीं बैठे रहना एकदम स्टैचू की तरह। तू ऐसा क्या कर सकता है रे जो मैं नहीं कर सकता? हाँ, उड़ सकता है क्या? नहीं ना, रोनी ने तुझे खरीदा है, समझा ना? टीन का डिब्बा है तू, टीन का डिब्बा पूरा लोहा का है तू। कोई पागल साइंटिस्ट नहीं तेरे को बनाया, मेरे को मालूम है। उस पागल साइंटिस्ट को भी खरीदूंगा, तेरे ऐसा 100 को बनवाऊंगा, समझा ना? और ये क्या तेरा ट्रैफिक लाइट की तरह आँख लाल लाल होता है, क्या है? चल उधर जा, जाओ उधर।
In Hindu mythology, the actions of divine beings like Lord Ganesh are often seen as guided by a higher purpose or a divine plan. Whether Lord Ganesh was right or wrong depends upon one's interpretation and perspective. In Hindu mythology, divine beings often act in accordance with a larger divine plan.
Does anyone have any doubts?
मैम एक डाउट है मैम who was Lord Ganesha's brother?
In Hindu mythology, Lord Ganesh is often portrayed as their only son. Therefore, Lord Ganesh is not traditionally associated with having any brothers.
Ma'am, then who is Kartikeya?
Sorry, I don't have an answer.
Ma'am, then who is Kartikeya?
Sorry, I cannot answer that question.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
क्या है?
मैम एक डाउट था
तो ये एआई से पूछना।
एआई के पास मेरे सवाल का जवाब नहीं है।
अच्छा, ऐसा कौन सा सवाल है? पूछो।
मैम, हु इज लॉर्ड कार्तिकेय?
कार्तिकेय लॉर्ड गणेशा के
भाई?
हाँ, ये तो सबको पता है।
पर यही सवाल का जवाब एआई को नहीं पता। Cultural references are part of our life. मैम, being an Indian, culture हमारी जिंदगी का बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा है। We try to connect everything with our culture. जैसे अगर किसी को सिर्फ खाना और सोना आता हो तो उसे हम कुंभकर्ण कहते हैं। And if it's not completely clear in our education, then how will we know, ma'am?
So, are you trying to say कि AI teaching is bad?
No, ma'am. I'm not saying AI teaching is bad. In fact, हम AI की मदद से टीचिंग और बेहतर बना सकते हैं। But completely relying on AI is not the right way.
Not the right way? अरे AI के पास हर सवाल का जवाब है।
और वही AI के पास वो सवाल के जवाब नहीं जो हमें इतने सालों से पता है।
AI is very convenient. बहुत सी चीजें आसान हो जाती है with the help of AI.
Yes, AI is convenient. बहुत सी चीज़ें आसान हो जाती है AI की मदद से, लेकिन उसका सही इस्तेमाल करें तब। AI का गलत इस्तेमाल का नतीजा इस साल का ड्राइंग कंपटीशन ही है।
मतलब?
हर साल ड्राइंग कंपटीशन जीतने वाली श्रेया इस साल अर्नव से हार गई, जिसने इससे पहले कभी ड्राइंग कंपटीशन में हिस्सा लिया ही नहीं है।
हाँ, अर्नव was deserving. मैंने देखी उसकी ड्राइंग्स।
एक आर्टिस्ट को उसकी आर्ट से ही नहीं पर उसकी आदतों से भी पहचाना जा सकता है। ये आर्ट है और ये आर्टिफिशियल। आर्ट बनाने और आर्ट बनवाने फर्क है मैम, और यही होगा अगर हम AI का गलत इस्तेमाल करेंगे। By using AI, we will get enough amount of knowledge. पर वो कहते हैं ना, you can become knowledgeable from others' knowledge, but AI, complete this code for me.
You can become knowledgeable from others' knowledge, but you cannot become wise from others' wisdom.
Genius.
In the realm of pots and pans they stand, dreamers of life, in shifting, drifting sand. No scholarly tomes, no lectures to acclaim, yet within their hearts burns wisdom's hidden flame.
ना पढ़ लिख पाए ना कुछ, घर वाले पे हाथ उड़ा लिए तेरे साथ, तेरी शादी करवा के। अब क्या है, अंदर घुट घुट के मर।
क्या कर रहे हो?
कुछ नहीं, आप सो जाओ।
बाकी घर वाले अब भी रहे हैं या नहीं? अक्षता ही बता देती, एक फोन ही कर देती, शायद उसको भी पता ना हो। बड़ी बहू, तुमने खाना बना लिया ना? बस फिर निश्चिंत हो जाओ। देखो, हमने अपना काम कर लिया, बाकी अब उनकी इच्छा। और वैसे भी
Do you mean AI? Here are some results on artificial intelligence.
बिजनेस के तरीके, हाउ डू सेल्फ डेवलप, एआई से इंग्लिश कैसे सीखे। आज भी वही सूरज और वही सुबह थी, लेकिन इस सुबह में एक नई ऊर्जा और उमंग है जो मुझे सकारात्मक ऊर्जा दे रही है। हर इंसान की तरह एक औरत का भी सपना होता है कि वह अपने पैरों पर खड़ी हो, और आज मैं अपने पैरों पर खड़ी हूँ। मैं आज खुश हूँ।
डियर डायरी, क्या मैं तुमसे एक सवाल पूछ सकती हूँ? किसी को जज करना इतना आसान कैसे हो सकता है? एक मोमेंट पर मुझे लगता था कि सब कुछ नॉर्मल हो जाएगा और हम फिर से बाहर खुली हवा में घूम रहे होंगे। देखा जाए तो इस आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के आने से पहले लाइफ भी कितनी सिंपल और आसान थी, या शायद उस दिन से पहले। कपिल को पहली बार मैं फ्रेशर्स पार्टी में मिली थी। मुझे कहाँ ही मालूम था कि वो मुलाकात मेरी लाइफ को हमेशा हमेशा के लिए बदल देगी। वो नजरें मुझे किस नजर से देख रही थी मैं कभी समझ ही नहीं पाई।
हेलो, हाँ जी मामा जी, मैं आ जाऊंगी, बस 8 बजे तक आ जाऊंगी जी। ठीक है, ओके। हाउ डेयर यू टच मी यार, इन लोगों को अकल ही नहीं है। चलो हम यहाँ से चलें।
कपिल ने उस थप्पड़ का बदला लेने के लिए किसी एआई न्यूड जनरेटर की हेल्प से मेरी कुछ ऑब्जेक्शनेबल फोटोग्राफ्स कैंपस में वायरल करवा दी।
हेलो,
कहते हैं ना, लोगों को सिर्फ एक मोमेंट चाहिए किसी के लिए यूं ही जजमेंट्स पास करने को। उन अनजान लोगों की भीड़ से निकलकर जाना was nearly getting impossible for me.
Today we are going to discuss about Shakespeare.
मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया। मुझे पता है तूने कुछ नहीं किया है, तू ऐसा कर ही नहीं सकती।
उस भीड़ में शायद कोई था जो शायद उस दुख को बाखूबी समझ सके।
क्या हुआ है तुम्हें?
न जाने क्यों उस दिन प्रोफेसर को सब कुछ सच बताना खुद की जान लेने से ज्यादा मुश्किल लगा मुझे। हर दिन हर पल एक बोझ सा लग रहा था। लेकिन उस दिन एक बात समझ में आई, हम अक्सर किस एजुकेशन की बात करते हैं, वो जो आपको एक अच्छी नौकरी दिलाए या वो जो आपको एक अच्छा इंसान बनाए। Why don't we talk about character और moral education? क्यों आज ये हमारे सभ्य समाज से कहीं गुम होती जा रही है? टेक्नोलॉजी हमारी लाइफ इजी नहीं बनाती, लेकिन उसका सही वक्त पर सही तरीके से यूज, दैट्स मेक अ लाइफ बेटर। मुझे कहाँ ही मालूम था कि मेरे जाने के बाद कुछ चंद पन्नों की किताब मेरी ये आवाज आप तक पहुंचा देगी।
मैं तुमसे वादा करता हूँ कि तुम्हारी ये आवाज अब सारी दुनिया सुनेगी।
मिस्टर ओम बत्रा, बाहर प्रेस वाले आपकी बुक रिलीज का वेट कर रहे हैं।
आई एम कमिंग।
What a blast Ikshana has been, from the stories which literally made us think to the short films which were so thought-provoking that we were thinking whether AI is a boon or a bane.
The participants, all of the participants have surely got their A game on. Now, for the moment that all of you have been waiting for. Drum rolls, please. It's time to reveal our winners, the champions of this game. Let's call upon our chief guest, Mr. R. Balki, our Dean, Sandra D'Souza Rana, and Associate Dean, Mr. Shaison Ouseph, on stage to present the awards.
Yeah, and the runner-up is AAI, Siddharth Anil. And the winner for the short story was Once I Was, Ratina.
Guys, we need the applause going, that's the winner.
And for the short film, the runner-up is The Odyssey, Guru Nanak College, Mumbai. Yeah, and the winner for the short film is AI 727, Bhawanipur College.
Applause going, guys, louder. That's the winner.
We would like to thank R. Balki for his precious time, and thank you so much, sir. Proceeding further, we would like...
So earlier today, we had a very interesting quiz that was curated by XIC students. To announce the results, I would like to request Ms. Sandra Rana and Mr. Shaison Ouseph to kindly stay back. And the winners are?
So let's start with the runners-up. The runners-up for the quiz were Kaushal Srigaonkar, Harshita Masan, winners of the quiz, were Keval Doshi and Spandan Rana.
XIC's energy. So, up next, we at XIC would also like to take this moment to appreciate each and every participant who is here. You guys are all the loyal stars, and each one of you has actually made Ikshana everything that it is. So, to give all of you all a token of our love, I'm going to invite Ms. Vaishali on stage.
Good evening. I request Sandra Rana, our Dean Finance and Administration, our Associate Dean Shaison Ouseph, also co-head of Film Television, to give out the certificates of participation. For her story, A.I. Dronacharya, Saloni Sinha of KC College, Mumbai. Sanchi Gupta of DAV College, Amritsar. AIY. Diksha More, KJ Somaya College of Arts and Sciences, Mumbai. Diksha More. Faces and Skin. Spandan Rana, St. Joseph's University, Bangalore. Wildest Dreams, Kaushal Shirgaonkar, Government College, Sankilim, Goa. The Hidden Foe, Gurpinder Kaur, Khalsa College, Amritsar. Being Human, Harshita Masan, Sir Neeraj College, Pune. Certificate of Participation for Short Film, Asuran, Pradyum Sahni, Rahul Gupta, Guru Nanak College, Mumbai. Pixies of Hope, Alan J, Ratina S, Mukesh P, Nehru Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. The last entry, Chaitanya Sehgal, Prerna Jetli, DAV College, Amritsar. Suicide, Professor Madhav Sharma, DME Media School, Noida. Digital Wisdom, Ashwathaman John David, Nehru Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. AI Killer, Shimon Masih, Yurish Bansal, Rohit Madnani, GGDSD College, Chandigarh. Ray, Vedant Sawant, KC College, Mumbai. baffled by AI, Sameer Sheikh, Apurva Karapurkar, Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Sankalim, Goa. Genius, Omkar Iswalkar, Vaibhavi Rane, Model College, Mumbai. Thank you, Sandra and Shaison.
I know. हम सब ने बहुत कुछ प्रॉमिस किया था, वो डांस एंड म्यूजिक, पर अब क्या कर सकते हैं? डोंट यू थिंक? डू वी हैव समथिंग?
Obviously, रात तो अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. We are going to bring to you the dance we promised and the music we promised. So first, let me call upon stage Priyal, Zakano, Khushi, Palak, Shrestha and Anusha for a lovely performance.
Make some noise, guys. Also, while you are enjoying the dance, we have Dubai energy drink. Just enjoy it while you are watching the show.
पोरी पिंगा ग पोरी पिंगा मला पिंग्यानी माला बोलवली रात घालवली पोरी पिंगा लटपट लटपट कमर दामिनी अधर रागिनी हो लटपट लटपट कमर दामिनी अधर रागिनी मेरे दर आई कैसी सजी धजी देखो मेरे पिया की सावरी जिया से बावरी मेरे अंगना में देखो आज खिला है चांद ये बाजे धुन झम झम झमाते जा तो नाचे मन झम झम झमाते जा ये बाजे धुन झम झम झमाते जा तो नाचे मन झम झम झमाते जा पिंगा ग पोरी पिंगा ग पोरी पिंगा ग पोरी पिंगा पिंगा ग पोरी पिंगा ग पोरी पिंगा ग पोरी पिंगा जीव झाला येडा पिसा त्याचा नाही भरवसा तोल राहीना राखली ती मर्जी तुमच्या जोडीनं मी आले फिरतीच्या या रंगी राया चिंबोली मी झाले राया सोडा तरी काळ येळ नाही बरी पुन्हा भेटू कवा तरी साजना मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले की बारा 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 एकच पैशाचा मला काय करता दाजीला भेटा की त्या बाजारी हे सहाची ती गाडी गेली नावाची ती गेली आता बाराची गाडी निघाली मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी
तालियों से काम नहीं चलेगा इस बार, बिल्कुल नहीं. I think
that we should appreciate them the Gen Z way. We anyway want the audience to talk more.
Come on, please.
Let's try.
Get it, sir.
Yes.
Okay, what was it? What is it? So beautiful.
So elegant.
Just looking like a wow.
Perfect.
बस ऐसा ही था.
एक और बार, I think the audience needs to say it louder for the folk dancers here.
Please, guys, please. So beautiful.
Just. Sadly, all good things come to an end. But we never reach the end without the hard work and contribution of everyone around us.
With that, I now call upon Dean Sandra D'Souza Rana to present the vote of thanks.
Hello everyone, and I'm sure all of you had a great time here at Ikshana. The delegates as well as the students, right? Congratulations to each one on successfully completing Ikshana 2023. This day would be incomplete if we wouldn't thank all the people who have been relentlessly working behind the scenes. Firstly, I would like to thank our rector, Father Keith, for standing by us and all the permissions, Principal Dr. Rajendra Shinde, our director, Dr. Father Conrad Pesso, for being our guiding force and our strength at all times. The decorators for having lit up this evening, Ramesh and team. The caterers, Chandan, for the meals that were served to us on all the days. All our course heads who have really put heads together and made this event great and memorable. All our staff members, Sunil, who has done the printing for Ideas Communication, and all our staff members, the technical team, the hospitality team, the support staff, and everyone for really waiting back and making this a great success. Finally, I would like to thank all the delegates for trusting us, for participating, and coming here and making this a great, great event. Thank you so much. And we would ask you to participate every year at Ikshana during this time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We are not ready to let you and Ikshana wave goodbye. मतलब मैं तो बिल्कुल नहीं. I'm not prepared at all.
Arey, it's not just you, it's me. And it's all of us here.
So, so while we are packing our bags with memories and new skills, of course, and a ton of memories, XIC has one last surprise, a cherry on the top. जैसे कहते हैं ना?
So to get everyone grooving on the same tunes as we smile and bid farewell, we now call upon the students from FTV, also our coolest band, Tejas, Rian, Akanksha, and Crystal on stage.
I know, you are excited, but I need to make this a bit of formality over here. Meanwhile, if your tummies have already started singing songs of their own, so you can proceed for dinner. But we love if you could stay. We also have our energy partner, drink partner, Dubai Energy. So before leaving towards the canteen, just collect it from there. Thank you so much.
First, 3 cheers for FTV before they begin.
Come on, let's go, guys.
Left your heart torn, is that what devils do? Took you so far, where only fools go, is that what angels do? Now I'm rising from the ground, rising up to you, filled with all the strength I found, there's nothing I can do. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? We're the 24 FPS band from FTV. I'm going to quickly introduce you to the band from left to right. Ryan Raymond Scott on the drums. We have Akanksha and Crystal on vocals. And yours truly, me, Tejas, on rhythm and vocals. I love you too. All right, up next, everyone here is probably pretty old, I'm assuming. And I think it's time for some nostalgia. So I'm not going to say anything more. Just have fun. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. I see this life like a swinging wine, swing my heart across the line, and my face is flashing signs. Stick it out and you shall find. Oh, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that old, and I don't think the world is so. I'm just so I'm what we're told. And I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is our four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Oh, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that bold, and I don't think the world is so. I'm just doing what we're told. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. And I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I couldn't lie, couldn't lie, couldn't lie. Everything that tells me makes me wanna fly. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Whoa, take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sink in the river, the lessons I've learned. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Thank you. Up next, how many fans of Ed Sheeran in the house? Up next is a song that I like to say is very close to both me and every single member of my band. You see, we are a very privileged generation because right now there are easily 10 different cameras pointed at us right now. And the thing is, we've also failed to realize as a generation that we don't end up living in the moment at that point. But there's also an advantage. You see, you tend to relive that later, a few years later, a few months, or a few decades later. And I think that's what makes photographs so beautiful. So on that note, here's Photograph. Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. And when it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, next to your hobby where I should be. Keep it deep within your soul. Wait for me to come home. Loving can heal. Loving can mend your soul. And it is the only thing that I know. I swear it will get easier. Remember that with every piece of you, it's the only thing we take with us when we die. I love you too. All right. For the last song of our set, I think we can all collectively agree as audience, as people, as appreciator of music, that God's greatest gift in the last 15 years was Bruno Mars. And I mean, Silk Sonic's great, and so was Locked Out of Heaven and everything that came out. But I think we need to go a little further back in time.
Easy come, easy go. That's just how it is. Oh, take a will, but you never give. Should've known you were struck from the first kiss. Had your eyes wide open. Why were they open? Gave you all I had and you toss it in the trash. You toss it in the trash. You did. To give you all my love is all I ever asked. But what you don't understand is I'll catch a grenade for you. Throw my head on a blade for you. I jump in front of a train for you. You know I'd do anything for you. Oh, I will go through all this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same.
Black, black, black and blue. Beat me till I'm numb. Tell the devil I say, hey, when you get back to where you're from. Bad woman, that's just what you are. Yeah, you smile in my face with the brakes on my car.
Gave you all I had and you tossed it in the trash. You tossed it in the trash, yeah, you did. To give me all your love was all I ever asked. 'Cause what you don't understand is I'll catch a grenade for you. Throw my head on a blade for you. I jump in front of a train for you. You know I'd do anything for you. I will go through all this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same.
If my body was on fire, ooh, you watch me burn down in flames. You said you love me, you're a liar, 'cause you never, ever, ever did, baby.
But darling, I will catch a grenade for you. Throw my head on a blade for you. Jump in front of a train for you. You know I'd do anything for you.
Oh, I would go through all this pain. Yeah. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby.
But you won't do the same.
You wouldn't do the same. You wouldn't do the same. Ooh, you wouldn't do the same. No, 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 no. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's us. 24 FPS. Ryan, Akanksha, Crystal, Tejas. That's it from us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. shimmering light. My head too heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. Thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. Her mind was Tiffany twisted. She got them Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. And he said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibi. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. And she said, we haven't had that spirit here since 19 device. And the master's chambers,
they got it for their feast. Stabbing with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find a passage back to the place I was before. Relax at the night, man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can't